Taking on the San Francisco 49ers. What a weekend it's been already. One more to get through on this Monday night, and we are underway here in the wild card round. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Ball at the 26. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man that was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Prescott. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. A big play here for Dallas. 64 yards. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Kamara. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll turn their power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Ready?
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're throwing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Ready?
Scoring on this drive.
On play action, Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It was a first down for San Francisco and a pickup of 16.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Ready, ready.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Lance getting this out wide to Ayuk. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. You got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 28. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Lance now on first down. Down to the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 20 yards. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down first and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond, as you just noted.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
That's good, hard running right there on first and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
McCaffrey. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Moody good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 39 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye. He
just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Give running right is Mitchell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Shifts by him, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 77 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Here we go, set.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Now Lance wants to change him up. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Ready?
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And they'll go for it. Lance. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready?
Now Lance. And it is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 96 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same.
Touchdown, 49ers! Brandon Ayuk from 10 yards out, and the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
The extra point try now for Moody. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staffs some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
Yeah, we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing, Prescott. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. first down. Prescott. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. 2nd and 3. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This is Jennings. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And Lance now to throw. And he will find his man Samuel. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Moody for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. allows Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cowboys take over first and 10. They're on the 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Here's Prescott. Looking deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is. But that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Lamb will go in motion. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback, just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Prescott to throw on fourth. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. And how about that? A gain of 15 there on 4th and 10.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
49ers 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the... So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Third and short yardage. Prescott has taken in by his big tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Kamara is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll run it with Kamara. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear trying to talk him into going for it right here.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now Prescott. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when it turns.
And now it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule. And there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
And get 2 points.
they can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Throwing here, Purdy. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. The busy night continues for Kamara. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Here we go, 46, 46.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Camara. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Staying on the ground on first with Camara. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll fake the jet sweep there instead. Hand to Camara. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Alvin Kamara with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cowboys have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
The score, Cowboys 36, 49ers 21.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2 important parts to that play. 1, you get a first down, obviously. Charles, 2, managed to get out of bounds.
Love the way you dissected that, but he threw it in the middle of the field. So they picked up the first down, but he had to work his way to the sideline to stop the clock. What a great effort.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Purdy. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Here's Purdy to throw. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Throwing, Purdy. This is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. McCaffrey, they'll try to run it in. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they will take a knee here. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee, and guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round. First step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? Being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.